welcome to Choose Pinas. I'm your host, Bandy Nakom, and with me is my partner.
Welcome, guys, to Choose Pinas. This is Emil.
Yeah, Emil is actually one of the first few people that we're going to be introducing in this show. And basically, Choose Pinas is about choosing the Philippines. I know the times are hard right now. It's crazy. The pandemic is affecting so much of our lives that we all just want to leave the Philippines. Let's be very honest. We just want to leave the Philippines or go somewhere like in Mars where there's no pandemic, right? But this show will aim to help you and probably like give solutions to the country in helping you stay. So our guest today is Emil, and who knows, he might be staying with us. He might be staying with us for quite some time.
Why not? Diba, sabi nila, it's more fun in the Philippines.
Is it for you though? Have you been having fun? Okay, so with that said, let's talk about your experiences here in the Philippines. Tell us more about you, Emil.
All right. So, I've been in the Philippines for 11 years.
11 years.
That's pretty much a number, right? It's fun. I like the Philippines. I like the Filipino people. They're very welcoming people. Now, take away the pandemic. The pandemic is a completely different thing, right? But let's look at ourselves before the pandemic. How the Philippines is. You guys have beautiful island, beautiful food, beautiful
Amen.
people, right?
Yes.
And look at Mandy. You're so beautiful tonight. You know?
Thank you so much for noticing. This is a once in a lifetime chance to look like this in this time, because we're always in our pambahay, our hair's always undone. Like, I don't know how many times my hair has been like fixed for this whole 5 months. How's your hair?
It's my first time I dress up.
Is
That's why I wear a cap. That's why I wear a cap. I don't want to show my hair.
The hair's just crazy, right? So, Emil, tell us about yourself. What made you move to the Philippines?
Okay. Well, una, holiday talaga. I went here to visit my sister here in the Philippines. She was working here. Yeah. And then, siguro, after a month I was here, I met a girl, of course, which is now my wife. So that's why I decided to stay here. I told her if she helped me to find a job, I would stay here with her. So yeah, and then now I'm counting 11 years. I have 2 kids already.
Wow. Quite a family, quite a story, and I'm so glad that you're having a fun time here in the Philippines. So, your roots are you're purely Italian, right?
Yeah.
Purely Italian. No Filipino parents.
Nope.
Nothing. But just you fell in love with the Filipina and decided to stay in the Philippines. So dapat pala yung title na show natin, Choose Pinas, not Choose Pinas. Choose Pinas.
Choose Pinas. Tama. Actually, kung tanong mo, mga 80% ng foreigner dito sa Philippines, for sure they stay for love.
They stay for love.
Filipino women are lovable.
Of course we are.
And caring.
Of course we are.
And beautiful.
Thank you. What do you want for Christmas, man? I can't give you. I can't give you my mic. I'm bound to make so much more money from this, so I can't give you my mic. Anyway, so what's your day job? Like, tell us more about yourself. What do you do for a living?
All right. So while I run an IT business, I have a small IT business. At the same time, I have a dermatology and wellness center.
Whoa!
Yeah. And I do some racket, like, of course, modeling. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think I've seen some of your work.
Yeah. And then, wala lang. So some podcasts, reviews, try to hit up on YouTube. Ganyan lang.
Chill lang yung buhay.
Chill lang yung buhay. And I spend a lot of time with my kids.
Yeah.
That's my free time talaga.
And then it's so refreshing to hear it from you because, the Philippines is quite known for as a country who sends out workers where people don't want to be retained in here. But here you are from a first world country, which is Italy, the home of Medusa, which is Italy. Oh my God, a very beautiful country. which is like
Yes.
eons away from the development of our very own country, and yet you stayed here. You're here, man.
They say that you always want something that you don't have. Like for example, I lived in Europe, I want to go abroad. You guys lived here, you want to go abroad,
Yeah, exactly.
right? It's
Mm-hmm.
always the thing you don't have, that's what you're looking for.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
And like
No.
personally, before, when I was still a kid, I think I already knew that I'm gonna be, just this short when I grow up. That's why my ideal man has always been tall. He has to be like at least 6 feet. And thankfully I got one, I snagged one, and right now we're engaged. That's amazing. And so yeah, I totally agree that most people would actually wish for something or someone that they don't have.
Totally. I think it's really much. Like for example, I'm 6'6",
Yeah.
and my wife, she's short,
Uh-huh.
right? I didn't go for a tall woman, you know what I mean? So it's always the opposite. You always look for the opposite that you don't have most of the
Yeah.
time.
Or things that you probably want to experience at the least. But
Yeah.
but here in the Philippines, I'm pretty sure that a lot of people actually look for commonalities, common grounds. And Filipino to Filipino, we have that. And you even, as an Italian man living in the Philippines, you relate so much to the Filipinos. What are these things that you relate to?
Well, I think sa Italian, we are very family oriented.
Mm-hmm.
And if you compare it to the Filipino, you guys are so family oriented,
As well.
right? So that's
Yeah.
one. Um, we don't talk about religion, but we are both Catholic, so that's also one thing. We love food the same
Yes.
way you do, right?
Yes.
So there
Obviously.
is there is so many, even yung language, yung Tagalog mismo, di ba? It wasn't hard for me to learn Tagalog in 11 years kasi
How?
ang daming words parehas.
Ah, okay.
Ang dami.
Yeah.
Oh, so kasi you guys were last colonized by Spanish, di ba?
Mm-hmm.
So if you look at Spanish language and Tagalog, very similar. If you look at Italian, Spanish, and Tagalog, very similar,
Exactly.
right? So it's like I feel home. Of
You
course,
feel
I
right at
love it.
home.
I love my country. I love my families there. But I felt so welcome in this country,
Awesome.
despite whatever people say about this, about that. I mean, any country has its ups and downs, naman eh.
So you
You know?
transferred. So you were already here when Ondoy happened.
Yes, yes. In fact,
Okay.
Ondoy. No, Ondoy. I went back to Europe that few months. What I
Okay.
experienced was Yolanda.
Oh, you experienced Yola, as in you were in Leyte.
Yeah, we went through with the organization I'm
Oh
part
yeah,
of.
yeah,
We did
yeah.
a lot of humanitarian help. We went to Leyte, Rojas, and etc. So we went around the Philippines to help. Yeah.
That's amazing. Yeah. So those are the things that you find in common between Filipinos and Italians: the love for food, the love for family, and Catholicism.
Agree. The
Agree.
only thing, the only thing that is a bit different, you Filipino loves Hawaiian pizza, Italian hate Hawaiian pizza.
Not everyone, okay? Disclaimer, not everyone. Okay,
Most of it.
but fair point. I used to hate the idea of that. I used to hate the idea of that until one day I got so hungry and I had no other option but to eat Hawaiian pizza because I came late to the party. I ate it and it was pretty good, and right now I'm okay with it being a free pizza from wherever I take out, and then they say, "No, ma'am, you have a free pizza. You have to either choose all cheese or Hawaiian." I pick Hawaiian, dude. Who wants all cheese? I'm okay with all cheese
I
if
would
it's
pick
all.
all cheese.
Dude, you're Italian. I'd be okay if it's Italian pizza and it's all cheese. I'm fine with that, but we can't necessarily hope for great cheese here in the Philippines. but yeah, which leads me to my next question. What's the best cheese brand that you've tried so far staying here in the
In the
Philippines?
Philippines,
Yeah.
you guys have so many brands in the Philippines of cheese.
Yeah, but have you
I
tried any
mean,
of them?
international as well. If you're looking local, I don't know if, right? Is it local? Then
That
is it
brand,
local?
yeah, it's a local brand.
Yeah.
Do
I
you
mean,
like it?
it's okay. It's
It's
okay.
okay.
If
What's
talaga
missing in
walang
it?
cheese, di ba?
For someone who lived all his life being surrounded with amazing cheese, he says that
I
this
know.
cheese brand, ding, ding, this cheese
Ting, ting, ting.
brand is okay. Duly noted.
Yeah, I mean, it's acceptable.
It's acceptable.
If talaga walang, if you're really gutom, then most probably you're gonna eat it.
What's your okay? Let's talk about cheese. What's your What's your favorite cheese? I mean, there's a lot of cheese out there. What's your favorite cheese? Being an Italian, I know you've probably tried all sorts.
Oh, we have so much. I mean, we have Parmesan cheese, the
Oh yeah,
block, Grana Padano.
Parmigiano.
It's like, we have Asiago,
Mm-hmm.
Taleggio. We have mozzarella di bufala, burrata.
Burrata.
There are so many that wherever we go on a table in Italy, lagi kung lunch or dinner, dapat may cheese talaga,
Oh my
no
gosh.
matter what. That's
I'm
like
going to be able to
has
live
to
in
be on the table.
Italy just off of cheese. If I, do you think that sort of lifestyle fits the poor? Because I think if I go to Italy, I'm going to be dirt poor. I have to know
Yeah,
if I could
cheese is
at
cheap.
least. Okay,
Cheese
okay,
is
that's
cheap
good.
there.
Okay, I'll be
It's
able to
cheap.
live there. I'd be able to live there. I think hands down,
It's
I'll be
like
okay with cheese daily.
with 50 pesos, you get maybe a good burrata like this. A
And
big
how
one
many
like this.
days should it?
Maybe at least you last 2 to 3 days. Oh, wait, for
Days?
us, I would finish it in one day, in one sit. But it's only 50 pesos. It's cheese is there is so cheese. Same with cold cuts.
Oh
Cold
my
cuts is the
gosh,
same.
cold cuts. Yes.
Right?
Don't get me started
Ham,
with the wine.
salami,
Oh yes. Okay. I
sausages.
mean, I just had vegetables earlier, but who likes vegetables? I
Oh,
mean, I like
vegetables.
vegetables are
Social.
fine. Oo, sitaw. Social sitaw. In Bisaya, it's called balatong.
Balatong.
Balatong, yes. You
Bisaya
tried
ka
some of
ba?
those? Yeah, I am very Bisaya.
Marunong ka ba Bisaya?
Yeah. Grabe ko ka-straight
Talaga?
mag-Bisaya. Yeah, I was born and raised in Cagayan de Oro, and then that's why,
Sige na,
yeah.
salita tayo.
Sige, sige, sige. Let's try.
Tara.
Ikaw magsugod. Unsa man? Saan mo gusto storyahan?
Ah, sorry. Joke, hindi ko alam sa Bisaya. Ang hirap. Tagalog
No,
na nga, ang hirap. Tapos Bisaya pa.
no, actually, there are a lot more common words in among Bisaya and Italian or Spanish.
Talaga.
Yeah, there are. Well, actually, it's not really in Italian, but there are a lot of derived words, right, from Spanish to Italian. Can you give me some examples?
Like ciao,
Ciao.
bello, buono, cibo,
Di pala marami.
bellissima, funny.
That's what I said. Di pala marami.
Sabi mo, madami.
Feeling ko lang yon. Because whenever I go to an Italian restaurant, and then I look at the menu, it's like, oh, it sounds like Bisaya, but it's not. Yeah, parang Bisaya. But maybe maybe it's just my brain playing tricks on me, especially when I'm hungry. Yeah, you should never ever trust your brain when you're hungry.
Agree.
Anyway, so we've already talked about the commonalities. Let's talk about differences, like huge differences, like as in pure opposites between Italians and Filipinos.
Okay. I don't think if it's Italian and Filipino, maybe it's Western and Asia. I would put it more on that. Is that we say what we think.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And here is like they will never tell you straight in your face what they think because tako sila, they might offend you.
Exactly. They're it's a very Filipino trait. I mean, I grew up here and I was raised here and I was raised that way exactly. And I'm just recently, I'll be very honest with you. I'm just recently working on myself to like really vocalize how I feel. And sometimes that takes a toll on people. it's hard to I've just recently discovered that there are a lot of people who are having a hard time expressing themselves because of how we're raised as that, diba?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so that's
Tama.
one.
Kasi takot sila with the reaction.
Yeah, they're very scared with the reaction. When in
Yes.
fact
Yun
it
yung
could just
lagi.
yeah, when in fact it could just harbor like the most sincere answer, the truth.
Tama.
Mm-hmm.
Tama.
So
Yung isa pa, tabo.
what's
I
tabo?
learned how to use tabo in
Oh,
the
the
Philippines.
tabo! Yeah! In Bisaya, it's called kabo.
Tabo.
Kabo!
I
Kabo,
learned how
kabo.
to use tabo in the Philippines.
Amazing! Did it change your life? How
Of
did it change your
course.
life?
I save money on toilet paper every month.
Yeah, because basically when you think about it, toilet paper is money thrown in the trash. You buy it and then you throw it. It's the only thing that you buy and then throw all at once within a matter of seconds. Or is
Yep.
it? Or is it?
That's why I have tabo.
Tabo, yes. Tabo and soap. Don't forget the soap.
And so,
Don't forget the soap. Yes. So there's say exactly how you feel. There's tabo, and what's the third one?
third one, oh my God. I love this country. I reach a point where I don't compare anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Kasi as soon as I arrived here, parang lagi tendency to complain, hey, bakit ganyan? Bakit? But siguro yung third will be shopping. When you go
Shopping.
shopping, you're going to buy, let's say, underwear or shirt, and there is like 10 people around you and say, Sir, gusto mo ito? Sir, ito, mas maganda. Sir, quality ito, mas maganda. Ito, mas mura. Ganyan. Parang, I wanna be alone. I just wanna do shopping.
So
Diba? Have you
retail,
tried to go in those big chain mall?
yeah, those retail therapy. I mean, retail therapy isn't exactly therapy for Europeans here in the Philippines. Recently, I've just been watching this series called Fresh Off the Boat. I don't know if
never
you've heard
watched.
about it. It's about a Chinese family in America and
Oh, yeah.
how they always compare their lives in America and in Taiwan because they're Taiwanese Chinese. So the lady the lead character, which is Constance Wu, yeah, the girl in Crazy Rich Asian, she's the mom there in the series, and then she always says like I always find it so therapeutic shopping in Taiwan, and then they're all like shouting at each other. Get on. Hey, go
I
ahead.
think that will be my third. Kasi other than that talaga mas maganda. I mean, lahat parehas eh.
Okay, halos
Doesn't
lahat parehas.
traffic, but every country has its own naman eh.
I bet there is. I bet. So now we've talked about the differences. What are the do's and don'ts in meeting an Italian person, an Italian man? What are the do's and don'ts?
Okay, do's and don'ts. Okay, well, first, be honest. Like, be yourself. Don't try to be someone else.
Yeah.
Right? We don't care how you look like, what you're wearing. There is something here in Asia, tendency is the social appearance, where this is branded,
Yeah,
I
it
wear a
has to
nice
be like,
watch. Pero sa likod talaga, wala.
yeah.
Diba?
There's nothing in there.
So
It's all
parang,
fluff, basically.
exact. So parang, why? Just be yourself. No, we are very friendly as well. We like to have fun. And we like to make jokes as well. Right?
Yeah. Was there ever a time that you've offended someone because you made a joke? And what was that joke?
Oh yeah,
If
all
you'd
the
be
time.
comfortable to like
All the time.
obviously we're not at that level of closeness just yet because you're not joking, you're not joking to offend me. Not yet. But we'll get there, man. We'll get there. 13
We'll get
episodes
there.
later, we'll get there. We're probably going to be hating each other at the end of the season.
No, but I feel bad after. Like, sometimes I say joke. It's also the tone. A lot of people
Yeah,
think
yeah.
that the way I speak, I'm aggressive. It's not like that. Kasi accent namin very thick eh. Diba? So, minsan I say a joke, walang reaction. Sige na, tahimik na ako na lang. Sorry
Okay lang
po,
yan.
ganun.
Okay lang yan. Okay lang yan. And I think Filipinos are also very, open to that. And most of the time, probably they won't even tell you that they're offended because they're also scared of your reaction.
Yeah.
Diba?
Tama.
So, okay. Do's and don'ts. Give me another
Do's and
one.
don'ts.
Like, give me 3.
Another one. Do's and don'ts.
What offends you? As Filipinos, what should we look out for when interacting with a person like you?
Don't talk about football. Don't talk about soccer unless
Soccer.
it's Italy. If you are against Italy, don't talk about soccer at all.
Okay.
That's number one rule. Never. Even, when there was a World Cup a few years ago, we watch at home, and then my wife is beside me, and he's like, do not disturb me. This is my moment. And she would say something and interrupt the game. Do not disturb. Just stay there. Let me watch.
Let me watch. You can go, honey, here's my wallet. Go and shop. Leave me
Do whatever
alone.
you want.
Leave me alone to my soccer.
Come back after an hour and a half.
What's your favorite team? So it should be like FC. Is it FC Italia? Am I saying it right?
No, well, the national team, of course, is Italy, right?
Italy.
If you're looking at the Italian football team, soccer team, it's FC Inter. International, actually, it's called. It's the blue and black. Yeah.
Ooh, very, very feisty color. Go, go, go. So who's in the team? Who are these famous people in the team?
Well, that time we had, my favorite is, because I'm a soccer player too.
Oh.
So I'm a full-back defender. And my favorite back in the days was Materazzi. Materazzi is like a 6'6" like me, tall, full of tattoo, and he's like one of the amazing players we ever had.
That's amazing.
One of a kind. So even his number is 23. So if you look at all my jersey, it's 23 until
it's
now.
All 23. Is Jordan 23?
Was Jordan is 23, yeah.
Yeah, 23.
And Jordan is also my idol. So
in basketball.
I guess all 23 people.
Yeah, I think I was awesome when I was 23. Now I just suck. Now I just suck. So,
So soccer. Other than that, do's and don'ts, it's everything is the same. I mean, we're very open people.
Just don't be an ass.
Just be yourself.
Right.
And don't pick a fight with an Italian.
Why?
Because we get mad.
How does an Italian get mad? Can you show me? Not like that. Okay. All right. I've seen enough. I've seen enough. I think I picked the right partner in this show.
Of course. And I got the right female in the show. Oh, it's actually her show. I just jumped in. I had nothing to do. So.
No, you're in here. You're in the OBB. People see your face in the OBB, and I'm even right behind you. Man, where is the justice?
Dapat ikaw sa harap. No, ganito. I think kasi nakaupo ako, di ba? So to make you feel a bit...
They should have placed me on your shoulder. Parang bird. Di ba?
Pwede. Pero feeling ko, they put you at the back to make you feel taller.
Oo nga naman.
Yeah.
Nga naman.
That's why you asked me a picture to sit down. Para medyo parehas yung height natin.
Yeah.
Kasi kung tayo ako, ganon.
Okay, so here you are. Yeah, you're getting there. You're getting there. You're pinching a bit of a nerve in my... The do's and don'ts in talking to Mandy, do not talk about height. Just kidding. Noted. Let's not... So, yeah. I mean, commonly in the Philippines, conversation starters... I mean, no conversation starters should be like politics.
Yes.
Religion. And... I don't know, probably school rivalry because it gets a little bit heated when
Oh yeah,
it gets a little
you
bit
know that
heated.
I find it amazing here that you guys fight among schools.
Yeah. You don't just fight, we don't have a lot of gangs, but we have a lot of schools that fight each other. But yeah,
It's
I mean, it's all in
crazy.
the, yeah, it's all in the matter of fun. Personally, I'm an Atenean. I studied in an Ateneo school, but all my friends after college were from Lasal. So, eventually you'll
Is
grow
that?
out of the rivalry. And then it becomes fun. And,
My son is kinder Ateneo.
yeah, yeah,
First year, yeah. I'm so
yeah.
happy.
Here I am. And here I am saying about peace between the schools. And here I am saying, yeah.
No, it's like this. For 10 years, I couldn't say I want to be Ateneo, I want to be La Salle because I had no groups. My kids weren't going to La Salle or Ateneo. Now I'm happy for the first time I can say Ateneo because my son goes Ateneo.
Oh, that's cute. But yeah, I can't
Yeah,
I can't wait for your kid to actually conquer like show business or whatever he wants to do because he's so cute. You know,
yeah.
you know,
Thank you. Thank you.
your son
Mm.
is really, really cute.
Mandy,
Both
you
your
have to
sons.
wait
Yeah.
until he reaches 18 years old. You have to wait. I'm sorry. I know
If
he's
it no.
handsome, but, you know. Yeah.
I'm not being serious, but yeah, thank you so much for even, considering. Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you. I'd be how old by that time though, but yeah, for the baby girls out there, my god, his baby is just so cute. I can't believe such baby exists.
Of course. What do you expect?
I think he got it from the mom.
Yeah, I agree 100%.
I think he got it from the mom. So we've pretty much covered a lot of the things that we want to talk about. What can you say to the Filipinos who want to leave? Not just for greener pastures, for everything, like for people who want to leave. If you'd convince them to stay here in the Philippines, what would you tell them?
Okay. I look in the camera. Kagawayan.
Huh?
Ako po. Joke. Well, you have a beautiful country. I mean, it's not a perfect country. You guys are a developing country, right? Think it this way: the more people will leave the country, the less changes will happen. The more you can stay and benefit to the changes of the country and stop complaining, then something good will happen. Because tendency, people always think of, complaining, point finger. But how can we expect change if we do not change ourselves first?
Yeah.
Right? Meaning,
Amen.
'di ba? Tapos, gusto mo ma-change, pero alis ka na.
Exactly.
'Di ba? So,
Yeah.
yon. You have a beautiful country, you have a beautiful resource, beautiful people, beautiful culture. Embrace it, understand it, and help the change. That's my message for you.
Awesome.
Mahal kita
Awesome.
kayo lahat. Isn't this Korean, by the way?
That's very Korean. Yeah. I'm sorry. I've
Is it not?
been.
There is no Filipino heart.
Meron! It's yung ganon, yung ganito. Di ba? Yung
Actually.
ganyan. Oo. Oo, di
Yon.
ba? Pero binago na yan ngayon. Yung isa, ganito. Yung isa, ganito. Di ba?
I love you.
Ganito yan. Ganito yan.
Bakit? Ano to?
Friend zone. You've been friend zoned. Di ba imbes na ganun kayo pareho? Yung isa ganyan.
Oh, no, love.
Okay lang. Yeah, I'm good.
Love it.
It's like
Love it.
saying, I'm good, thanks. That should be our sign for Choose Pinas.
We will. So, Uda, I do this because I'm a love man. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
But I shouldn't really actually be doing this because there are a lot of cultures that consider that into what's this, a sign of disrespect or something
Oh, yeah?
bastos. Yeah, there are a lot of cultures, and I'm so excited that in the next few episodes of this podcast, we're going to be talking to those cultures, to those people who do not see this as appropriate. That's something to look forward to,
That's
right?
exciting. I never
Exciting.
thought of that. Exciting.
Exciting, yes. any gestures that mean, I mean, in Italian, any gestures that mean anything good.
Oh, anything good? No, anything. It's more bad gesture. Like for example, this one. What do you think can be? Yeah, so
Screw
sort of
you.
like that.
So
Or like
that
this.
screw you. Oh my God, really? It's just like flicking a hair, a chin
Yeah,
on
it's
your
like,
hair could be a bad
you
gesture.
know what? You know what? I don't care.
Oh, that's so sassy though. It's like the Italian version of girl, no. So it's just I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. I better watch out from that. I better watch out about that from
If
you.
you see sometimes I do that to you, then you know what this means.
That means I pinched the nerve. It means I pinched the nerve. Okay, I gotta back up to my shell and reflect things if you start doing that. Anyway,
Yeah.
thank you so much for your time. So thank you so much everybody for staying with us. I hope you learned a thing or two about, the things that we talked about. I can't really enumerate them because there's too much. We came from talking about cheese, the hand gestures that would mean screw you. Yeah, to similarities and differences between Filipinos and Italians. And I hope that one day, even if you may visit Italy, you'd want to stay there, but you'd still consider the Philippines your home, if you're Filipino. Because to some, it is their home.
It is. Maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat.
Thank you!